Oh my god, look at these messages. Sir, I'm a low scorer. Are you sure I can score 95%? Sir, I'm going to fail. Please do something so that I at least get 80 to 90% marks. Sir, I'm getting 80%. How do I go to 95, 98%? My dear warriors, I made the most brilliant strategy. Yes. And trust me, if you just follow this consistently over the next 5 years, that's it. You're going to nail it and you yourself will be surprised. So, this is your Captain Shreyas. I have been teaching for the past 13 plus years. I did my graduation from NIT Nagpur and research from IIT Bombay. And now I'm going to make you, Macha, yes, you, Macha, the topper. So, ready, Guru? So, let's get straight to the strategy and make sure you're liking this video. And maybe if you're seeing me for the first time, most likely you have not yet subscribed. So, please subscribe. So, listen, Guru, simple ide. You just need to do NCERT as primary objective. Without NCERT, no point going to reference books. Don't even waste time buying those books. Second important thing, go to PYQs. 5 years at least bare minimum. Okay? And 10 years will be very ideal if you can do that. Without doing PYQs, do not jump to random question banks because somebody suggested this question bank very important. In fact, I will only give that question bank to you, and if you practice those question sets, that's it, you are done and dusted. Next important thing, class test or self-test every week, mandatory, so that you can track your progress and do only those portions which you have studied. No point giving a test on something which you have not studied. Make sense? Also very important, make a proper schedule with 3 to 5 hours, 4 to 6 hours at least of studies with rotating subjects, because you can't study same thing, Macha. You'll get bored. No, English, physics. Okay, and give breaks 5 to 10 minutes. Don't feel guilty of giving yourself breaks because you might think, oh, I'm taking a break. Am I wasting time? No, study in that study time. Take break in that break time. Don't think about studies in the break time. Treating subject by subject with science. For physics, numericals, very important. You need to practice it like anything, especially optics, magnetism, light and all of that. If you see, heavy mark questions are always from these chapters. There is no skipping it. Even if you are planning to do medical, take PCB, whatever, please do it. For chemistry, no other option but to memorize those reactions and also look at the mechanisms wherever possible. Don't go too much into detail or else you'll go into like very research level stuff. Chemical equations, you should know how to balance it. That is an art you will develop over time and you will start loving it, especially once you learn how to balance these equations. Know all the periodic trends and how things vary. Know the basic things of the periodic table. That's good enough for you. All right, and practice MCQs a lot, especially for chemistry. For physics, it's more about numerical questions, right? For biology, what happens is many students just go into diagrams, they forget labeling. So don't do that big mistake, right? Labeling is as important as diagrams. Second thing, people think if I know the labels and diagrams, it's enough. No, lot of definitions are there, a lot of some charts sometimes you might have to draw or some flow chart you have to think of, or you have to explain something in a proper manner, step-by-step procedure. So those few questions which are there, please go through them properly, my dear. Okay, talking about maths. Okay, see, maths is like an art which can be developed over time, not in 1 week or 1 day, just like English. You cannot say I will learn English within 1 week. Not possible. Same way, maths you have to practice daily, Macha. Okay, every day how many problems? 15 questions. How much time will it take? Maximum 30 minutes. Okay, 25 questions if you solve, 1 hour it will take. Okay, maximum that much time you will need for mathematics, and focus on algebra, geometry, all the chapters. Don't skip anything. Okay, because there is still some time. I mean, 5 to 6 months are there. It's good enough to improve your maths. Even if you are getting 20, 30 marks, you can reach 100 marks. I'm telling you. I have seen kids, they were shocked. Those parents were also shocked. Okay, what did you do? What magic did you do? I'm like, I just told them solve this. Even if you see and do it, it is okay. Okay, even if you see and do it initially, it's perfectly fine. Formula sheet is very important, or else you will jumble up things and you will not know where to look at when you're revising. So keep small formula sheets, not very big. When you talk about SST, very vast, right? In history, you should know the timelines. This happened here. Sometimes it could be there in 1 or 2 chapters. Try to relate them. Try to think, okay, when this happened, why this happened, reason out. Okay, create a story in your mind. If you remember it just 19 this happened, it's no point. Try to create a timeline on why it would have happened. A story like format is very important. Flowcharts are also important for revolutions and events and all of that. And practice concise answers for the questions asked. Okay, you cannot write your own storybook for the question asked. To the points, these bullet points. In civics, you cannot create your own story. It is facts. So memorize those key definitions and those pointers, and also relate it with live examples, maybe current affairs or past, whatever has happened. If you give those examples, it will add a lot of weightage to your answer. The teacher will be super duper impressed. In economics, what happens is students find it boring because they have not yet got into the earning zone, and you might not relate it so much, right? So ask your parents why this is like that, why that is like that. Actually, economics is very interesting if you know how things work, etc. You should know about the development, consumer rights. Solving the end of the chapter questions of NCERT is mandatory. Okay. Geography, map work. Everybody loves it, I guess. So map work, you should know it properly. Not just that, you should also focus on resource distribution, climatic zones, and the water cycles, process diagrams, etc. Because a lot of times you might have to explain some process or explain some zone with some diagrams and charts and all of that. So please go through them. Just don't do map work. Okay, right. Talking about English, sir, we speak English, but grammatical mistakes are there. Sir, I don't know how to compose. I'll tell you some tips and tricks. Say for literature, create a sketch of the character. What are the traits? What are the pros, cons of some person? And then also about the chapter, what are the themes? All kinds of possibilities, because any kind of question or any kind of trait can be used in a question. Understand that. Also, value-based questions, make bullet point, I would say answers. In the exam or while writing the answer, you can write it in your own way. But the bullet points, key points are important. So for every theme, for every value-based question, make those things. For grammar, what happens is you need to identify where you make mistakes. Is it in pronouns? Is it in tenses? Is it in articles? Is it in active passive voice? And see the rules. Grammar is all about rules. Learn those rules and use it in your daily, conversations with your friends. Pretty sure you will be conversing in English or maybe your mother tongue. But obviously, if you are in the school, most likely it will be in English because you have students from different backgrounds. So try to correct each other. Don't worry, nobody is going to call you grammar police. But if you are, it's really good. And you are actually helping other kids learn the proper usage of different, articles and whatever things are there in your English. Talking about writing, the only way to improve is actually writing it. And every week, try to compose a report or whatever essay. And you'll be like, sir, who will correct it? Send to ChatGPT, bro. ChatGPT will tell you, you could have done this better. You could have done like this. And see what input it is giving. And based on that, write it again. And again, send it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will correct it. Even if your teacher is not going to do it, we have AI. All right, unseen comprehension. You need to get into the habit of getting surprised, that spontaneity, because in the exam, you really don't know what's going to come. So when you have seen so many unseens, you get the knack of handling such things. At the end of the day, it's all about consistency. It's not about intelligence. Tell me how many kids you know around you who are very smart and intelligent, but somehow they are not able to score that well in the exams. Reason? You're not practicing. You feel that you're super smart, so you think you will crack it on the last day. But that's not true. Just give me 5 months of discipline and you yourself will see how things have changed. That's all I'm asking you, my dear warriors, my dear machas. So make sure you are subscribing to the Namma CBSE 9th and 10th channel for more such amazing strategies and tips and tricks. And do not forget to like and share it with your friends. More such videos coming through from your captain Shreyas. Till then, macha, take care. Hasta la vista.